Okay, let's talk about something that I think we've all felt. We're going to dive into a really common frustration with a title that might feel, well, a little too real. The toolbox you can never open. So let me ask you something. Think about your phone, your bookmarks, all the articles you've saved. You've probably got a collection of meditation apps, breathing exercises, you name it. But be honest, the last time that wave of anxiety really hit, how many of those did you actually use? Yeah, if you're like most people, the answer is probably a big fat zero.
And hey, if that sounds familiar, you are definitely in the right place. Welcome to Smiling Cottage. And the reason I'm sharing this today is because so many of us feel like we're failing at managing stress. We beat ourselves up about it. But I'm here to tell you the problem isn't you. It's not a lack of willpower, and it's not that the methods are useless. The real issue is something else entirely. So here's the big idea. The problem isn't the tools. It's the huge, massive gap between the calm, quiet state you're in when you learn them and the absolute chaos you're in when you actually need to use them. Let's break down exactly why that happens.
It all starts with this really cool concept from psychology called state-dependent memory. It's actually a pretty simple idea. Your brain is kind of like a librarian, and it files away memories based on your emotional state. So everything you learn when you're feeling calm gets filed away in the calm section. And you can see that difference right here. On one side, you've got your learning state. You're relaxed, sitting in a quiet room, taking it all in. But then, on the other side, you've got the anxiety state. Your heart's pounding, your mind's gone blank, and your brain has basically run over to a totally different section of the library. It can't find the calm books. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's like you spent weeks learning the physics of buoyancy in a nice, comfy classroom, and then someone threw you into the ocean during a hurricane and yelled, "All right, remember chapter 3. The knowledge is in there somewhere, but there's no way you can get to it."
And this isn't just a fun idea. It's backed by science. There was this classic study back in 1975 where they had scuba divers memorize lists of words. Some learned the lists on dry land, and others learned them underwater. And the results were crystal clear. The divers remembered the words way, way better when they were tested in the same environment where they learned them. Context is everything.
So let's bring that right back to you. When you're in the middle of a panic attack, your brain hasn't just forgotten that breathing exercise you learned. It's just that the door to the calm state folder is completely locked, and your brain is frantically rummaging through the anxiety mode files instead. Okay, so that's lock number 1 on the toolbox. But there's a second major hurdle, and it's called your working memory. The easiest way to think about this is like, it's your brain's mental sticky note. It's the space you have for whatever you're thinking about right now. But here's the problem. When you're anxious, your brain thinks there's a threat. And that threat completely hijacks your working memory. Every single bit of that mental sticky note gets covered with, what if this happens? And oh no, what about that? It's like your computer's RAM is at 100% capacity, just trying not to crash. Now take a look at this. We call this a simple breathing exercise, right? But look at all the steps involved. You have to find a place, sit, close your eyes, remember the numbers, count. You're asking an already overloaded system to run a brand new, multi-step program. It's just not gonna happen. And I really, really want you to hear this loud and clear. This is not your fault. You are not failing the exercise. The exercise is failing you. It was designed for a calm brain, not a panicked one. It's a total mismatch between the method and the moment. And that brings us to the third and final trap, putting all of our eggs in one basket. So many of us have that one go-to technique. Maybe it's that deep breathing thing. But what if you have a panic attack in the middle of a big meeting at work or on a crowded bus? What happens when your one and only tool just isn't practical? Well, the answer to that problem is what researchers call psychological flexibility. It's not about finding one perfect tool that works for everything, because that doesn't exist. It's about building a whole arsenal of different strategies and then having the wisdom to know which tool is right for which situation. It's all about being adaptable. So let's just quickly recap the 3 big locks on your toolbox. Number 1, state-dependent memory. You learn the tools when you were calm, but you need them when you're in a panic. Number 2, working memory overload. You just don't have the mental space for complicated steps. And number 3, single strategy fragility. One tool is never, ever going to be enough. So what's the solution? Is it to just learn more complicated methods? No, it's actually the exact opposite. The solution is to find a few super simple micro tools that are so easy you can practice them until they become completely automatic.
And really, it all comes down to this. When your boat is sinking in a storm, you don't need to read an encyclopedia on sailing. You need a life ring, something you can grab onto with your eyes closed without even thinking about it. And that is the kind of tool that will actually save you.
All right, that's a wrap for this episode. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.
And if you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone who needs it. This is Smiling Cottage. See you next time.